Welcome to the live replay, everyone. Today's November 10th, and I'm just getting everything pulled up and ready to go for another week of packing up orders. Okay. Welcome here, you guys. We are just getting set up. We're starting with order 1250 today, and that is Riza's order. So I'm gonna just give a second here and wait for Riza if she's coming or just whatever. I'll just do some aimless flipping through here while I wait. Oh, I should move all of my little decoration charms because they'll be in my way once I start with other things. Hey, Phoenix. So let me see here. For Riza's journal, we're doing a petal pink journal with charms and a cover design. Oh, hey, Lizette. How's your Monday going? All right, I'm gonna go grab Riza's journal so that we can just get right into it. Hello, hello, everyone. Oh, wow, first day at a new job. Is it a change in like job type, like career, or just a new workplace, same job that you've done before? Let's grab Riza's journal and get started. Welcome here, you guys. Yes, Shelby, I'm just starting up. New workplace and career. Okay, exciting. Well, good luck on your first day. I hope all goes well. All right, let's start with Riza's charms. A letter charm, pom-pom charm, and girly charm. Okay, gem, flower, or seashell. Okay, cool. She does want a pom-pom, so we'll grab her a pink pom-pom. I do have more of the dark pink pom-poms arriving this week. And I might need to order more light pink pom-poms too. Let me restock those, and then that'll actually be all the light pink that I have, so I should definitely order more of those. Okay, let's get Riza a pom-pom. And she wanted a letter as well. And then the final thing was a gem, flower, or seashell. So I'm gonna pull out some of those options. 1250 was trying to come. Oh, was this in the Discord? I haven't checked it. Oh, Riza. Okay, perfect. Tropical leaves. Okay. Thanks for having her back there, Gina. Okay, yay. I'm glad you can make it. I don't really have a tropical leaf, I don't think. The only leafy design that I have right now is this one. I'll pull out some of the other things you had mentioned. You had mentioned flowers. These are the flowers that I have currently. I've got a lot of seashells, which you also had mentioned. Let me know if you have any specific thoughts. I guess I can keep just pulling things out here. Got that kind of seashell. Hey, Melissa, 1168 should be shipped, yes. We did that one a couple weeks ago, hey? Because I think last week we started at 1187. Okay, yay. Yeah, that one should be on its way to you. Let me know what you're thinking here, Risa, as you see some of these charms. The first R, okay, lovely. And then this is the first of the day, yes. I was late too. I took a little nap. Usually I just put my boys down and then come here right away, but I took my boys down and then rested for like 45 minutes because I didn't really sleep last night. It was one of those bad ones. Yes, I can read this. Sorry, I've been taking forever just pulling out a bunch of different options. Here are the options that I have out right now. I do have other options, of course, but you can let me know what you think about these if you want to see more. Hey, Sherry. It was a pretty good weekend, I think. I'm trying to remember what we did. Oh, that was you who commented. I didn't even notice. I just saw the comment and was like, oh, okay. Yes, Risa, sorry about that. Ay, ay, ay. There's the other R. Let me know what you think here, and then pairing with this. This is the only pink pom-pom I have right now. If you want a different color, let me know. Oh, that's what I've been waiting for. White R and the starfish. Okay, lovely. Sounds good. I feel like that sneeze has been on the brink like the whole time I've been on live. Thanks all. Feeling blessed. Alrighty. That's wrong. I always use the pink pliers in my left hand. That felt weird. Hey, Javaya. Oh, yay, Jacqueline. I know it seems like a lot of journals arrived like late last week, early this week to you guys. That's not what I'm trying to put on here. Aw, thank you. Oi. Gotta give that one more pinch. There we go. Hey, Nicole. How's it going? There we go, Risa. And then Risa, while I'm putting these on, you can let me know what you're thinking for the cover design. On your forum, you said RPM with flowers. Does that still sound good to you, or do you want to make any changes? Aw, thank you, Jess. Aw. Name twins. Spelled the same too? Oh, Jess, I have my iPad set up on the table. Like you can kind of see the corner of it right here. And it's just viewing the TikTok stream so that I can see the comments. Oh, I forgot to get some glue to just secure the charms here. Oh, IE at the end. Nice. All right, I'm not sure if maybe it was glitching when I asked or if you just didn't hear, but Riza, oh, there we go. Sorry, whole name with shells or beach. Yes, let me just make a note of that. So RHIZA, shells / beach theme. Yes, I can do that for you. For sure. Oh yeah, you do cooking. Oh yay, Brie. Okay, you guys should tag me on Instagram when you get your journal so that I can use your stories to like build hype. I need to start being better at my, like, I should really be running more ads and stuff for these. I realize I just don't feel like I have time. I'm trying to build hype over on Instagram too, but TikTok is kind of the only place that seems to care at the moment. Okay, can I show you? Yes. So I have this, which this is actually an iPad stand as well, standing over my table where I put my phone. And then I have my iPad right over there where I look at your comments. And then that's where I can like start polls and stuff if I need to as well. That's my setup. No problem, Riza. Thank you so much for your order. That was order 1250, first one for the week. And let me pull up 51 here so I can let you know whose that is. 51, Kendra. Kendra, if you're here, let me know. And this one does need gold foil. Okay, so 1250, and it does need gold foil. And Kendra here ordered an espresso pre-made journal. Let's grab that for her. This is a Kendra S. Kendra S. Okay, yay. Glad you could make it, Kendra. Let's talk about your charms. Originally, you were thinking the beige or dusty pink pom-pom and a K gold heart locket. I can pull both of those things out and you just let me know how you're feeling about them. Aw, yay, Natalie. I'm so glad they turned out. I loved the cover designs on yours and Sydney's. I thought they were so cute. Oh, no, Jess, I don't know if you can do that. I feel like you probably can, but I'm not. I have a different TikTok account that I just use to watch my own live every day so that I can catch all the comments. Oh, that's your sister. That's so sweet. Okay, so Kendra, let me pull out. So we don't really have a dusty pink at the moment. I've got the beige and I've got this pink. Let me pull out more of my darker brown pom-poms. There's one of those. And then the K heart locket. Different K and a gold bow, yes. Let me show you the K options. We don't have any white circle Ks at the moment. So we've got gold, black, pink, or heart locket, and then we'll go with the beige pom-pom and a gold bow. Ooh, wrong drawer. So we'll lock those two in and you can just let me know what you're thinking for a K. Second K, sounds good. This is 1251, Miss Kitty the cat. 12, oop, wrong order. I wanted to put the K on first. 1251, and this is just our second one of today. So we've, hopefully we'll make it through another, like, oh, come on now. Another 9 or, I don't know, 10. How ambitious are we feeling? It also just depends how personalized they each are. Okay, I'm just gonna start from scratch with that ring. Hey, Chelsea. Glad you found us today. Oh my goodness. Okay, starting from scratch with a new ring because that one's on the floor somewhere. And while I get your charms on there for you, Kendra, let me know what you're thinking for your cover design. Initially, you had said Kendra with sparkles. Does that still sound good to you? Oh, thank you, Natalie. $20, 26 with sparkles. Yes, we can do that. Thank you, whoever's pinning all the comments. That's very helpful. You deserve a raise. Let's dot some glue onto your jump rings. Thank you, Jess. Me too, to be honest. USD, they're about $50. Use discount code livestream to get some money off. Thank you so much for your order, Kendra. And then personalizations do cost extra. So there's a range. It's not like a quick answer because it just kind of depends on your personalizations. All right, 2026 with sparkles. Just going to make a note of that for your cover design. And then that was 1251. Moving on to 1252, we have Nicole T. I know I've got a lot of Nicole regulars, but a lot of Kellys, a lot of Melissas, a lot of Nicoles. Apparently more than one Kendra. I didn't really realize that. Oh, let me check Chelsea. Chelsea. I don't see your name on today's, what we'll get to today. You're 1300. 1300. So yours will probably be at the very end of this week or the very beginning of next week. Okay. Sorry, that was, let me just write that down. That was 1251 and it does need gold. 68 Canadian before your discount and also before your add-ons. So again, it fluctuates. It's not a super, concrete price that I can just give you, but it's in that range. All right, this is Nicole. Oh, right, she messaged me. I can't do afternoons. Could you write my name with a light pink Pentel sign, brush pen, and calligraphy on the pre-printed name page when I do your custom name page? Right. Blue. Oh, right, and she wanted a bright blue from Crayola Super Tips. I would have to run upstairs for those. No problem, Chelsea. Okay, this one is looking good. So let me just take a sip of tea here. For charm, she wanted the circle and the light pink pom-pom. Okay. Perfect. I believe we have both of those ready to go. Come on. That drawer is giving me grief today, that top drawer. How was everyone's weekend? Did you guys get to relax or have a busy weekend? I'm trying to think of what we did. We usually do nothing really on the weekends. Just kind of hang out with family. Oh yeah, yesterday we went to my parents for supper, but that was really it. I think we just kind of laid low the rest of the weekend. On Friday, I was working on journals, like, well, in the morning, I let my son watch a VeggieTales while I worked on them, and then their whole nap, and then my husband took them, and I worked all through supper time, evening, until like 8:30. I think we got everything packed up. So the rest of the journal, I didn't, or the rest of the weekend, I didn't do any of that kind of stuff. Yes, Natalie, we have snow here too. It's not staying like, I mean, it's staying, but just a dusting of snow, nothing substantial. A magic show. Okay, cool. That's niche. Gilmore Girls Day, cute. Oh, Nicole, there you are. Okay, let me see here. I don't think I have, well, actually my only question would be about the specific blue that you're looking for. Can I swatch a couple blues for you? Because I know you wanted something brighter than what I normally use. Sorry, I'm just trying to pinch this all the way closed. It's so close, but it just won't let me give it one final squeeze. Come on now. There we go, got it. Okay. Let me swatch a couple of blues for you that I have downstairs. My super tips are upstairs and I can totally run up and get them, but if you like one of these brighter blues, I have some brighter blues down here. I just don't use them super often. So you can tell me if you like any of these or if you want me to run upstairs for a Crayola and tell me like what to change about them. Okay, but I have no idea which specific Crayola super tip you're talking about. So if you like one of these, tell me which one, or if it's a Crayola super tip that's like close to one of these, then let me know that, because I've got the pack of 100 and they're not numbered. So if it's a very specific Crayola super tip, it's gonna be a guessing game for me. But you can let me know if it's close to any of these colors. One, two, three, 4, or 5. Let me know if you want me to use that exact one or just say like a little bit lighter than 3 or a little bit darker than 1 or whatever. If you want me to hunt down a closer match in my Crayola Super Tips bag. 2 or 5? Okay, perfect. That's helpful. Once I'm done your charms, I'll run upstairs for my super tips and try to find something between 2 and 5. That's 5. Thanks, Nicole. You like 5 the best? Okay. I think I can picture the Crayola super tip that you're talking about. Like almost a little bit of a purpley undertone compared to some of their other blues, but still like deep. Is it like maybe a tiny bit lighter than this, but kind of the same purplishness to it? Just use number 5? Oh, okay, sure. Sounds good. All right, let me glue these jump loops. Alrighty, and then for name page, You wanted me to write Nicole in the Pentel sign brush pen, light pink on this page. So I'll do that. And then do you still want your name written on the other page? I know you had the doodle spelled out. You want the sunflowers and blue bonnets in a mason jar with a string bow tied around the top of the jar, butterfly or bee flying around. This is 1252, Megan. Let's do... Name on both? Okay. Oh, you're 1260. Okay, we should get to 1260 today, I think. It will be kind of borderline, but I think we can make it. Okay, I gotta re-look up blue bonnets. I know I did them for someone. Does anyone remember that one? Jess asked for a crab and blue bonnets, and I had no idea that a blue bonnet was a type of flower. Oh, right, there's no space, is there? I had no idea that a blue bonnet was a type of flower, so I thought it was the most odd request. I was prepared and ready to draw like a little Amish crab in a bonnet, and thankfully someone interfered. Well, all of you guys were like, oh yeah, it's Texas flower, it's Texas flower. So it's a good thing I did that one on live, because otherwise I would have been like, what? What a bizarre request. Okay, I'm just trying to find a picture that makes them look the way I want to make them look. I'm gonna save this. No, because then you can't see the leaves at all. Those don't even look like blue bonnets. They're very cute, but maybe I'll save this one. Okay. The M charm in the heart like a lot. Okay. I'm gonna set that one aside. Oh, we don't have an M in a locket. I'm sorry. Sorry, Megan. No M in a locket. We've got all the other options for M, but not the lockets. Those ones were so random. I didn't get every letter. I got like 4 Qs naturally, because everyone's gonna want those, but not all of the letters. Okay, now that I've got my blue bonnet reference picture, I wanna start with the jar here. And actually, I'm gonna start with the bow on the jar. So she wanted like kind of a string bow tied around a mason jar. And then all these flowers are going to be in the mason jar. So let's start with our bow. And then I'm gonna start by just doing the mason jar in like light gray. I'll likely outline it in black later, but just to kind of help me decide and see. The problem is I already know I'm not gonna want to outline all the flowers in black, so it's kind of tricky to just outline certain features in black and not others. I feel like you get roped into outlining everything. Okay, so there's our mason jar. And then we want sunflowers and blue bonnets. I'm gonna start with the sunflowers and then have the blue bonnets kind of layered a little bit more behind. So we'll do maybe just like 2 like bigger sunflowers. Sunflowers going. And then I do want another yellow. Where's the one I'm looking for? Here it is. Haven't done a sunflower name page in a while. I feel like name pages so often just kind of go in spurts because people see one and then kind of hop on that train. But I used to do quite a few sunflower name pages. Sunflowers we haven't done in a while. Bees we haven't done much of in a while. We have done a little bit. What was the other one I was thinking of? Just like little leafy doodles. I loved those ones with the name written down the side and then like leaves kind of intersecting. Okay, quick sip of tea here. And I gotta pull up my blue bonnet reference picture that I saved here. I'm sorry, you guys. I complain about the multitasking feature on iPad every day. And I'm doing it again. It's the worst. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Whoop. I'm gonna have one kind of set of blue bonnet flowers coming up over here. Behind this sunflower. And then one maybe coming straight up. And then let's add all of the different leaves for these guys. So the sunflowers are gonna get some of these. The blue bonnet will get some of these. Let's do sunflower first because they're kind of in the foreground. I want their leaves to be as well. And the blue bonnets kind of have a little bit of green at the top. And their leaves are a little bit more like clustered together, it looks like. Okay, I do want to outline the jar, but I don't want to outline everything else. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a deeper shadow here to the... Oh, thanks, Nicole. Okay, I'm glad you like it. Glad you could poke your head in for a bit. Good luck with dismissal duty. I'm just gonna stay here and doodle. I don't envy you. But you got this, teacher. All right, I do want to outline this jar so that it doesn't just kind of get lost with all the leaves and stuff. Yeah, see, then it always gets hard. Like now, do I outline the string? Do I not? I'm gonna not, but I feel like once you start outlining, it's just a slippery slope. Just gonna add a little bit of texture to the string so that it looks more like twine. And then we just gotta write her name underneath. the jar, maybe add a few sparkles. Cool. Thanks, you guys. Glad that you like it. Aw, you guys are sweet. Alrighty. There we go, Nicole. Thank you so much for your order. That was $12.52 and no cover design for this one. Let me just make a note of that on my bin here and then also on my computer so that we keep everything in order here. Thank you again, Nicole. And we're gonna move on to 12.53 next with it, which is Alyssa S. Alyssa S. Oh, she did want to be. You're right. Okay, I'm so glad that you guys catch those just dumb little mistakes that I make because of course we can add a B. I just didn't even think about it. I do have a camera charm, yes. All right, there's her B. And let me grab a petal pink journal for Alyssa, order 12.53. This one has a charm and a cover design. So Alyssa, let me know if you're here. J Rose, I feel like people say that a lot. Like they'll ask TikTok to notify them, but then they don't. I've got this gold camera or this silver camera. They're both the same style, just different colors. Oh, you are here, Alyssa. Okay, perfect. So for your charm, you were thinking a pom-pom charm and a coffee charm. Does that sound good? Do you want to see any specific other options or anything? Let me know. Boba tea, I think so. I wasn't sure, but I had someone successfully order from Hawaii. It's just a tricky one just because it's not one of the contiguous United States right now. Well, I mean, it's not ever, but with the Canada Post strike and the tariffs and everything, it's been very challenging to just kind of cover all of my bases with shipping. And Hawaii has been one of those places that has been especially challenging because it doesn't really fit into like, you know, the simple category of like contiguous North America. All right, sounds good. Let's do it. Oh, that's a random one that got slipped into my jump rings. No problem, boba tea. And if anyone is interested in ordering, please use the discount code LIVESTREAM. Aw, yay. Honestly, I feel like they make great Christmas gifts because they're, well, and this is why I love bullet journaling and why I feel like it's like a tier 1 hobby, because it's both creative, but it's also super practical. Like, I would consider myself to be fairly type A, and like, I just don't do hobbies if they're not practical. You know, like I have too many practical things to do to just go out of my way to do hobbies, especially now that I'm a mom. I would try to make time for hobbies before. But so like bullet journaling is like a hobby, but also it's very practical. It will help keep you organized, help you keep track of tasks and capture memories. That's one of my favorite things about it too, because you're not just like, you know, only storing memories in your phone. You can actually have a place to write them down, paste in pictures. So I just feel like it's a pretty top tier hobby that you can like, whether you're like already crafty or not, or already super organized or not. Like, you don't have to be super over the top in either of those areas to like enjoy bullet journaling, especially when you have one that's done for you. Then it's just kind of takes the guesswork out of it. Hoping this helps, yeah. All right, let's put a dot of glue on here. And then Alyssa, for your cover design, you were thinking your name with the moon and stars. Does that still sound good, or do you want to make any changes to that? For sure. Thanks, Boba Tea. You too. Puzzle piece, good call. No puzzle piece yet. Courtney, do you mean like these ones where you can order, like add on personalizations, or like a full every page is done custom? Is Timothy here? We're doing Timothy's next. Oh, these ones you can just go through the link in my bio, Jess. Or sorry, Courtney. Where was I reading Jess? We haven't had a Jess speak up in a while. You can just go through the link in my bio, RyleeAutumn.com, and you can just choose, do you want a charm? Do you want a cover design? Do you want a name page like we just did? Or just the journal itself, which is fully hand-drawn on the inside to last you an entire year of planning and coloring. All right, I'm just gonna ask one more time in case you didn't hear me, Alyssa. For your cover design, you had originally said your name with moon and stars. Does that still sound good to you, or do you want to make any changes to that? Aw, thanks. Use the discount code livestream if you do. You get 5 weekly spreads per month. Because it's undated, I know you don't need a full 5 every month, but you do need them some months, so I just included it for every single month. Okay, perfect, Alyssa. Sounds good. Moon and stars, and ALISSA, yes. Stars. Perfect. Thank you so much for your order, Alyssa. Aw, thanks you guys. All right, this is Timothy. Is Timothy here? $12.54. I just always feel bad when I get to someone's order who I actually know who they are because they're here all the time and then they're not here. Then I always feel kind of sad. Oh, she was going to be on vacation. Okay. So she originally said, okay. I'm a bit torn on what to do here because she didn't actually check box specific charms that she wanted. She just left a note. I think I saw some star and moon charms in your collection, so I'm hoping to snag some of those and pick them out on your live stream. The star and moon charm that I'm pretty sure she was talking about is gone. It was in here. But I do have others. I have this one, and then I have plain stars. I have a couple of moons, but I feel like they're a little bit more statement-y. You know what I mean? Like a huge blue moon is something that I would want someone to choose, not get chosen for them. You know what I mean? That's tricky. Do we know if she's in the Discord? I low-key want to send her a quick Instagram message and see if she can come. Where is Instagram? Instagram. There we are. Hey, Shanavia. Wait until she comes back. I know, I just don't want to let myself get too disorganized. Like, I don't really have a great way of marking orders that I did not yet fill. I'm just gonna message her really quick. Hey, except for there's no such thing as typing a message quick on iPad. Doing. I feel like my dad typing on a computer when I try typing on an iPad. Come if you can. He uses about 2 fingers. He types impressively fast for using 2 fingers, but still, it's a bit painful to watch. Okay, I just sent her a message for her to come if she can. So we will see if she's able to. And if not, yeah, I feel like this is one that's better off just set aside because I don't have an obvious charm for her, and I know that she comes often. See, oh yeah, here's another star that I wouldn't have necessarily chosen. Okay, so I am going to just put her journal in here, write the order number on, and set it aside so that we still do it. 54, 1254, no cover design. Let me make a note of that as well. Okay, and then I'm gonna open up 1255. That'll be our next one. Oh my goodness, Angela. That would, yeah. That would be frustrating. Okay, 1254, set that aside for Timothy. Okay, next we've got 1255 for Bobby C. Bobby, are you here? We've got 2 journals for Bobby. Is it the middle of the night for her? You're right, isn't it? Oh, Miss Kitty the cat, that's you? A matcha and wait, just to confirm, what's the other color? Do you remember? Whenever people's TikTok name doesn't match up with their name on their order, I always feel like I need to like confirm some way. Not because I don't trust you, but I don't want you like personalizing someone else's order, just being like, oh yeah, that's me, and then changing everything about their order. That would just be mean. Okay, yes, you're right, it is brown. You passed the test. Let's start with your matcha colored one. And we'll go with charms first. You had said the white G and the green pom-pom. I just need to take off my sweater here because I'm getting a little toasty. White G, green pom-pom. Let me know if you have any additional notes about this. Oh, and actually let me check over your journal because I am already seeing... I hate how many of this type of blemishes there are, like just a tiny crease in the corner, but it's there. We can all see it. Let me go grab you a new one. Yes, I need to, Angela. I need to make a listing for like oopsie journals. I also honestly might give some of them to like my family and friends for Christmas because I want to give some away to my family and friends, but I feel like certain colors I'm already running so low where it's like I don't want to give, you know, I'm sure lots of my family members would love an espresso journal, but those ones are running so low that I wouldn't want to just give those ones away. I would rather let my, you know, like paying customers who are here every day buy them. So I might give some brown, like espresso oopsies to my cousins and sisters and whatnot. I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea here. All right, Bobby, I'm gonna start on your charms, but yeah, let me know if you had any other thoughts for the charms. No, Mimi, they're not dated, so they can be used for random journaling. They can be used for any year. They can even be used for different purposes, like the last time I did one of these, I didn't even use it for planning. I used it for memory keeping and just did like a little journal entry every day instead of using it as like a more planner style bullet journal. They are very flexible. You know, Ojina and Annie, now that I think about it, didn't I see you at that one family gathering like years ago? Should be expecting a package any day now. Okay, come on now. These jump rings just like to torture me. Natalie, I am drinking cold black tea with cream and honey. Oh my gosh. Blue's Clues, these are, let me take a pause from trying to handle those jump rings. These are my pre-made journals. So I drew the whole journal out by hand, and it's like a coloring book / planner for one full calendar year. It doesn't need to be 2026. I'm guessing that's when most people will use it, but yeah, it's like a planner that you color in and then use for the whole year. And so we are packing these up. When you order these, you can order a few different layers of personalization if you want to. So right now, I'm a little rough with the pliers, but we are working on adding charms to Bobby's order. You can also add a cover design like this, and then a name page on the inside is the other option. So all of those personalizations I always do on live, which is what we're doing here today. Okay, will this jump ring be conquered? Thanks so much. Oh my. About to make a fool of me. I just need to close it like the tiniest bit more. There we go. I don't do the foiling live. Sorry, I always say I do all the personalizing live. I don't really have a great system yet for doing the foiling live. I feel like I maybe could try, but I always do the foiling on Friday when I also do all the packing. And I know that it would take me even longer than it already does to do the foiling if I did it live. And my Fridays already go really long. Like, I'm usually working way into the evening, which I try not to do on the weekends, but I don't know. I've asked in the past, and there's always been some interest in doing the foiling live, but I feel like mostly people like to see the actual doodling. So that's why I've prioritized sharing that stuff on the lives. And then maybe one day if I get better at like a better system for foiling, then I would do that. But yeah, the custom name pages seem to be like the favorite to watch on the live. So I prioritize those. All right. Sorry, Bobby. Name page here. Gianna with an ocean theme. If you have anything more specific that you want to add, colors, name positioning, anything like that, let me know that in one comment if you can, so that we can pin it. Oh, perfect. Beach scene, palm tree, surfboard, name in the sand. Oh, cute. Small name across. That's true. I need to be better though at sharing those on Instagram, because Friday, like, I am so bad at capturing content when my like goal for that exact time is not capturing content, you know, like I really should be sharing like more cute stories behind the scenes of my day, but if my focus is on something else, I go like 110 miles an hour in that direction and never once pause to think, oh, I should take a picture of this. All right. I feel like I have another sneeze coming. Okay, beach scene, palm tree, surfboard, name in the sand. Okay, lovely. That sounds very cute. Let me grab a brown for palm trees. do a surfboard over here. Leaning up against this side. I'm gonna add some white gel pen design to the surfboard yet. And then I'm gonna do like a little sand bucket and sand castle sort of thing over here. Maybe a starfish over here. And maybe add in a blue for some shells or something. And we'll do a little shovel. Angela, I did them once in 2022, and I haven't done them since. I kind of ghosted my little side hustle here for a few years. And so just this year, I decided to try to revive my Rylee Autumn account by doing TikTok lives. And that is what brought us here. So yeah, I used to do them, but it's been a few years. But I would say it was a pretty successful revival, so I plan to stick with it now. I stopped when I had my first and just realized that like the system that I was using to keep up with my side hustle was not going to work with kids. And so I kind of had to figure out how to change that. And in the moment, I was just so overwhelmed with postpartum and everything that I just didn't know how to change that, so I just kind of dropped everything. But now I am 2 kids in, and I feel like I have a better idea of how to make things work as a stay-at-home mom, so I decided to give it another try this year. All right, let me add. Now we gotta add in all the sand, the white gel pen and everything. Totally, Angela. Yeah. It is definitely a very challenging season, and I'm exhausted, and in some ways I'm like, why did I try doing this again? This is so much work, more work than I would like to be putting in on this season of life, but I do really enjoy it, and it has started to pay off more and be more manageable than it was before. So okay, let me see here. I gotta add a little bit more sand. Then we gotta add some white gel pen to everything. And maybe like a sun up in the corner here. I feel like it's just begging for a sun. Okay, sorry, what's going on with the Kelly? Hasn't got one. East. Yeah, I know like people whose journals were shipped in that batch. Lots of people were getting them just like at the end of last week, early this week, so it's not like not crazy to think that they might just be taking an extra couple of days, but yeah, keep me posted though. Confirmation. Or shipping email or the check. What was your order number, Kelly? Yeah, did you get a Pure Later tracking number? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, Amanda hasn't gotten hers either. All right, let's add a little swirl to the sun here. Just add a little bit of white gel pen to everything. Alrighty. There is Gianna's journal. And for cover design, you were thinking 2026 with a butterfly. Does that still sound good to you? Or do you want to make any changes? Yay, thanks so much for your order, Bobby. Let's move on to your espresso one right away. But yeah, you can let me know. Oh yeah, 2026 with bubbles instead. We can do that. Bubbles. Okay. And then for your espresso journal, we're doing the white bee with a white pom-pom. Does that still sound good, or do you have a change you want to make? That's good. Okay, so I have like a true white pom-pom, or I have more of a cream. Option 1 is the true white, option 2 is the cream. You can let me know which one you like better, and I will put your... Oh no, we don't have any white circle bees left, unfortunately, Bobby. So let me grab you the other options. You like option 2 for the pom-pom. These are the bees that we do have. Yes, you can see the cats for sure. I'm trying to remember if I have any cats up there yet. I've got a bunny up here, and a squirrel. Oh yeah, and then like this random little cat with a heart. Brown cat and a bee, or just the brown cat then? Oh my goodness, I forgot my paw prints were totally gone. I remember that they were running low, but yike. Did I order more? No, I don't think I could actually find any more. Just the cat is okay? Okay. Sounds good. I will get those on for you. Oh, thanks for the reminder, Shirley. No puzzle. Okay, and then for your cover design, you were thinking 2026 with a mushroom. Does that still sound good, or do you want to make any changes to that? That's good? Okay, awesome. Let me get these on for you, Bobby. quick tea break. All right, we'll get these on, we'll put some glue on, and this was ordered $12.55 for Bobby, so we'll be moving on to $12.56 in just a moment here. $12.55, and it does need gold foil. Let's do $12.56, which is Caitlin M. Let me just mark all this stuff down on my bin here. 55 gold foil. Thank you so much for your order, Bobby. I hope that you and Gianna enjoy the journals. And I'm gonna go grab an espresso color journal for Caitlin, order $12.56. Okay, so Caitlin left some notes about her charms here. Sorry, I was just reading over those notes. She was saying a starfish and a conch shell on one ribbon and a scallop shell with a pearl inside on the other. She wants the larger version of the charms, like a larger starfish compared to a smaller one. So I unfortunately don't have any more with the pearls inside. Oh yeah, Susie, this one has been by far the most popular. I should have ordered more. I thought about it, doing more of these and less of the other colors, but I ended up doing them all equal because in my past collection, the neutral color actually ended up being the least popular, which surprised me that time. But this time I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be caught off guard. I know neutral isn't always the obvious winner, but apparently this time it is. Okay, let's get her the charms. Okay, so conch shell. You've got to remember, I'm completely landlocked. I live in the prairies, so somebody help me out. Which one is a conch shell? I would guess something like this, but that could be completely out in left field. Oh, that's the same kind of thing, just the other way around. That's right. The big twisty ones, it is like that. Ah, okay, perfect. Okay, and then she said she wants a bigger starfish, which unfortunately we just gave our biggest starfish on a different journal, but this is the biggest one we've got. So she wanted a conch and a starfish together on one chain, and then she wanted, she said, a scallop shell with a pearl on the other chain, but unfortunately we don't have our pearl ones anymore. So I think this one's a little bit bigger. And what I did last time that someone asked for that, but I didn't have them in anymore, was just use the diamond and kind of pair it together just for a cutesy effect. I know it's not the same, but it's hard because all of this comes in the set that comes with 2 shells with pearls. So I've ordered the whole set a bunch of times, but the shells with pearls keep getting taken and the other ones don't. So I don't want to keep ordering that same set because I obviously still have tons of shells from the previous set that I ordered, just not the ones with the pearls. Oh, a white rock. That's actually a good idea too. Oh, this would be so cute. Hey. And she said she liked bigger, so I feel like I'll do the biggest white rock that we have. I'm just not sure then. I know obviously it would be like this way with a pearl in it. But for this charm, because it's not meant to have a pearl, like this is definitely the backwards way. You know, like this side looks prettier. But do you think I should do, I'm just gonna go with the first couple comments. We won't do a poll. Should we do option 1 where the shell is like the right way according to the charm, but the wrong way to hold a pearl? That's option 1. Or should we do option 2 where the shell is kind of the wrong way, but it's how it would actually be with a pearl in it? 2, Carson? Okay, Carson, I'm just gonna lock in what Carson says. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, okay. We'll do 2. Thanks, you guys. Wait. Yes, this is 1256. This one's got a lot of shells on it. I'm trying to remember if I've ever done just like more than one shell on one journal, and I don't think I have, but this one's got 3. Alrighty, let's get a dot of glue on the jump rings. I really hope that this little glue system works to keep your guys' charms on better. It is, Maggie, yes. I have got a link tree in my bio that takes you to a bunch of options, but it, like, if you click on any journal, pretty much it will take you to my shop, RyleeAutumn.com. Alrighty, thank you so much for your order, Caitlin. That was order 1256. It does not need gold foil. I'll just make a note of that on here. 1256, none. And let's pull up 1257 is next. No problem, Maggie. And if you do decide to order, please use the discount code livestream. I'm gonna grab a matcha color journal for our next order. Thanks for the follow. And I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea. Okay, that was like a few gulps, but I feel like I'm forgetting about my tea more than I usually do. Alrighty, so this one we're going with the gold letter M, a mushroom, and a green pom-pom. Thank you for the gift, J Rose. Okay, gold letter M. Mushroom. And a green pom-pom. So if she were here in person, I would warn her that the mushroom doesn't pair super great just because it is a little bit bulky. It will kind of make her M like pop out a little bit, but she's not here in person. She gave very clear instructions, so I'm just gonna go with these because it's not like awful. It's just, it's not as bad as if you pair it with a pom-pom and then it's sticking like, you know, straight up north, but it's just less ideal to pair a bulky charm with another charm, because they just don't fall quite as daintily as I like. We'll do the pom-pom. It does still look cute. Yeah, like I would never venture to try a pom-pom with something else because that one's just like a definite no-go. But with some of those bigger ones, it kind of works. It just, you know, it doesn't quite hang. It's a little bit more stiff because of the bulkier charm, but it still works. I will do the glue once I have them clipped onto here. Yes. I think this was my second last mushroom. I need to add one of those to my cart. Trying to decide though if I want to get the same mushrooms or different ones, because there are some different ones that I debated getting instead of these ones originally, but oh yay, Stevie. Exciting. Catbug, I will be coloring one, probably mostly just to show in a reel. I don't think I'll actually start using it like full time until the new year. But I will definitely color a December. Ouch. It's also a lot harder for me to clip on for some reason when the charms are kind of competing for space. All right, let me dot some glue onto here. And here. And then we are gonna do a name page for her. And she just said ocean theme. I trust your decisions. So yeah, that's all we've got to work with. So I'm thinking I might choose a green. Oh, you know what, Laura? I filmed a full flip through and it's uploaded, but I don't like the background music that I chose. So I want to make my husband redo that part tonight because he knows the editing stuff a lot more than I do. Oh yeah, Maggie, I would get one for the new year. And like, here's the thing, if you want to, you could do December this year and then curl around and use the rest of it for 2026 because I'll have a new one out in time for December of next year. So it won't go quite in order, but if you're really antsy to use it, you can just use December and then use the rest of it for 2026, fill it all the way to November, and then just get the new one and start in December again. It will be a little bit wonky just because you're not going from, you know, one calendar year, but that's exactly why I made it undated so that you didn't have to be locked into like one calendar year. Oh, the whale shark was cute. That's true. Maybe I will do a little whale shark. I don't know if I'm gonna fill like the whole page, but okay, so here's her name, which is why I haven't said it yet because I don't know how to pronounce it. First is P-U-I space and then M-E-I. So that's what I'm gonna write here. Yeah. Oh, Timothy. Yep, but we didn't do it. We were waiting for you. Because the one that I'm quite sure you were thinking of, oh, thank you so much for your order. Whoever that was, the Shopify notifications don't show me a name. We figured that it would be better if you were here in person. So we saved it for you. It's sitting right on my desk here. As soon as I'm done this name page, let's do it together. And let me grab, where is my navy? Oh boy, where is my navy? Okay, false alarm. My navy is exactly where it's supposed to be, right in the drawer. All right, let's do a little whale shark curling around here. And then I'll just do maybe like some shells on the other side. Maybe in this color. Maybe like a starfish. I know, I love this green. I'm gonna be so sad when this one dies because it's not a Tombow, so I don't have like unlimited backups just sitting here waiting for me. It's one of the Lyra Aqua Brush duos. It's Yellow Still de Grain. All of them are easy to say in English except for that one apparently. Okay, there we have our bubbles. I just want to add some like gills to our whale shark here, and then it's time for the white gel pen. Maggie, most of them are these Tombow dual tip brush pens. The one that I just showed was a Lyra Aqua Brush Duo, which is like completely the same as far as like the type of marker and how it writes and everything. It's still a brush pen, it's just a different brand. Oh, Jet pens. I've never actually gotten anything from Jet pens. I always get mine from either Stationery Pal or Journal Say. They also have like good options for just like individual markers, which is what I usually, well, that's what I always get. I never really get sets. Although Lyra, the ones that I have were actually a set that was gifted to me a few years ago. There's our whale shark. Thanks, Maggie. I get like hours of practice a day on these lives. Honestly, my drawing has improved so much in the past few months of just going live every day because you guys challenge me to draw things that I would never choose to do on my own. So I've had to adapt and grow very substantially as an artist. Okay, this was $12.57, and for the cover design, we're writing calm with a mushroom. Let me make a note of that. Calm, oh, that's not how you spell mushroom. Mushroom. $12.57. All right, thank you so much for your order, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I do appreciate that. We've got $12.58 technically coming up next, but I do want to revisit Timothy's order, which was $12.54. So, Timothy, let me pull that up. So for your charms, the prompt that you gave was Star and Moon. If you have anything else that you want to mention, feel free to do so. But I'll pull out what I've got because I'm guessing that the moon and star charm that you saw was, I used to have one that was a gold moon with a black star nestled inside. I only had one of them. It was from a random pack. It was right here. That one got taken. So if that's the one you were talking about, we're going to have to get creative and look at some other options. So I'm going to pull a bunch of options for you. But if you have something else in mind, you want to go a different direction and not just moons and stars, you can let me know. Got a violin in here. Does anyone play violin? I also have an electric guitar. Okay. And then, so I've got these kind of from my assorted random pack of charms. And then I, of course, have all of these little stars. These little acrylic ones. So you could pair like a few of these little guys. Or whatever. Oh, I should order more of these too. These ones are running low. But yeah, if you have anything else you want to like change entirely about your prompt, like you can go with some of these moon and stars, or we can start from scratch. Whatever you think, Timothy. Did you see my Instagram message telling you that we were starting your journal? I had to type it with like 2 fingers on my iPad, so sorry the punctuation made me sound probably very serious. The first gold star and the purple moon. Yes, absolutely. Would you like them paired on one ribbon together? Then they would hang kind of like that. Or we can separate them and put them onto different ribbons. One ribbon, add a gold T, yes, for sure. Gold T. Okay, yay. I'm glad you could make it, because yeah, I didn't have, like, I don't know. I feel like whenever it's a charm that I don't have in bulk, you know, like I have one purple moon, a blue moon with a crown, a blue moon with a star, you know, like those kinds of ones that are a little bit more out there are harder to choose for someone. So I'm glad that you could make it to choose this one for yourself. Liz, we've been on for about an hour and a half, I guess. Something like that. This is, well, this is order 1254, but we're actually on 1258, which is for Jenna, which actually doesn't have any personalization. So we'll be jumping very quickly into order 1259. No problem, Timothy. If I didn't know who you were and like that you do come on live often, I probably wouldn't have waited, you know, like, because I can't wait for everyone, especially if I don't know like what their username is or if they're ever even going to be here. But since I knew that you're here like most of the time, I was like, this decision would be much better to just make when she's actually here. So glad that it worked out. Let me dot some glue onto these jump rings. Come on now. Oh, perfect. Alrighty, thank you so much for your order, Timothy. We will pack this up at the end of the week and move on to 1258, which is a petal pink journal with no personalizations. I'm just gonna tuck it straight into the bin and do the quality check and everything on Friday when I'm actually packing things up. So this is 58, no gold foil. Just gotta make a note of that on here. And exit that. Exit this. Okay, $12.59 for Rebecca E. Rebecca, if you're here, let us know. Oh, this is you, Jen. Yay, thank you so much for your order. You'll get a white gel pen in here as well. I just do those on pack up day. Okay, the next order is actually also for one with no personalizations. It is going to be a glacier blue one for Rebecca, and that is order $12.59. No gold foil. 60 will be our next one. Let's see who's up for that one. Megan M. Let's see here. Oh, you did just see a Rebecca join? An espresso journal from Megan. And yes, this is order 1260, Megan M. We are doing charms. She wants an M and a leaf / plant. And then we're also going to do a cover design. I know, Kara, I feel like whenever we like write someone's name or just like are talking about someone, we just like attract other people with the same name because they're like, you know, why are they talking about me? Why are they writing my name? Ooh, this one's got a bit of a fuzz situation on the elastic. So we'll grab Rebecca, or sorry, this one's not Rebecca. We'll grab a new one for Megan. And I had one sneeze at the beginning of my live, and I feel like the partner sneeze has just been waiting this whole time. Like it still feels like it's just giving little tickles, waiting to come out and surprise me. Michelle, what? When you were watching mine? Okay, because that's not the vibe. That's not what we're going for over here. I do, Lynn. I certainly do. Okay. Okay, so Megan said she may or may not be here. Okay. I feel like her prompts are pretty straightforward. She wants a leaf, which I really only have one option. And then she wants an M. So I will pull out the... Oh, you are here. Okay, yay, Megan. So we're starting with your charms. You were originally thinking leaf and an M. I'm going to pull out those options, but let me know if you want to see any other options. Oh no. Oh, you guys, well, I am sheltered, you could say. So I have no idea what's involved with one of those. Had no idea asking, is there a Rebecca here, was gonna give off that kind of impression. So sorry if I've ever made you think that you were sitting through some sort of dark ritual. I do have heart letters, but no M's. I have other letters, but the heart letters were a very random set. It didn't have like one of each letter. They were missing lots of letters and then had like an abundance of Q's and B's. So let me hold this up more. Sorry. That's hilarious, Natalie. You'll do the gold M paired with the leaf. And did you want any other charms as well, or just the two? I do have flowers. Let me show you. I've got white and this kind of reddish pinkish color. And I might have a few like random small ones back here, like this. Yeah. I feel like there's no good way to show the charms because when they're down on the table, they're so small, but when I bring them up, then like the linen texture of the journal, it gets almost like, makes it like blurry, you know? Stick with the leaf? Yes, absolutely. Let's do that. Oh wow, your first snow was that big? Nice, yeah, we got our first snow, but no shoveling happening here yet. It's just a sprinkling. All right, and we want leaves and 2026 on the cover. Does that still sound good, or do you want to make a change to the cover design at all, Megan? Timothy, currently I have 59 pre-orders left to pack. Well, I guess that was before today, and today we've made it through now 11, so we're below 50. We could possibly finish all of them this week. Oh yeah, Megan, sorry, my question was about your cover design. You originally had said 2026 with leaves. Does that still sound good, or do you want to make any changes? This is 1260 and it does need gold foil. Let me mark that down. Yay, same here, Timothy. Well, I mean, I've been coloring it, but I can't wait to actually use it day to day. Okay, so like either like a sprout or a fern. That's what I think. Let me put that in brackets. Fern. Yes, I can make a note of that. Thank you so much for your order, Megan. Let's jump on to 1261 was canceled. They placed a new order with different personalization. So we're on to 1262, which is going to be another espresso color journal. Let me grab that. And this one is for Jennifer J. Oh, which YouTube video? No, I didn't answer about a YouTube video. Sorry, I didn't see that question at all. Oh, Laura. Okay, yes. Sorry, that was a long time ago. The video is ready. I don't like the background music. My husband added it, which I did add that music to the folder of music I was okay with. But then when I heard it in the video, I didn't really like it. So tonight, while I'm at my volleyball game, I want him to change the music so that I can re-upload it and hopefully have that live later this week. So, sorry, nobody cares. No, it's not up yet, but it could be very soon. Charms for Jennifer. We're doing a letter charm, nature charm, pom-pom charm. No specification given on any of that. So I think we'll just choose... we'll vote on one of these. Switch it to my live background music. That's hilarious. Yeah, I feel like that would be just a good joke. She is here? Wait, where? Jennifer, I missed you. Oh, there you are. Yes, there you are. Okay. Jennifer. So then I won't start a poll. Let me pull out, you had said a leaf and a letter. This is my only like leafy charm right now. Or sorry, you said nature charm, not leaf. So I do have other nature-y options. Oh, no worries, Jennifer. Do you want like a full tour or do you want me to just kind of pick a few to vote on? I'll start on the full tour and then you can tell me if you already see something you like. So unfortunately, J and A are the letters that we're really sparse on. So I've got a pink, a gold, or a black, and that would actually be the last gold J. Okay. I don't need to order gold letters for like any other letter. Like I have so many gold T, U, V, Q. These columns are just getting so big. Sorry, did anyone see me just drool? That's embarrassing. But I guess I need more J's. Yeah, Jill, it's going to be like a full flip through of the journal and explanation of how each page is meant to be used. Okay, and then down here I have some small little accents. I've got these little acrylic stars, some colored stones, and these little diamonds. Then I've got lemons, strawberries, blueberries. This is where the mushroom was. That's our last mushroom. Okay, I definitely need to place a charm order today. Flowers in this kind of reddish pink, and then there's also white, a bunch of bows, crosses, the leaf that I have pulled out here. These are all kind of ocean related charms, turtles, shells, starfish, that kind of thing. Butterflies, ladybugs, bees, and moths. We are so similar. Is it because of the drool? Okay, assorted colored charms from a very random charm set. Then I've got little puppies in here, kitties over here, teddy bear. That's hilarious, Kaylee. A bunch of cameras, coffee charms, book charms, and then the pom-poms are in the bottom drawer. This is $12.62, Stephanie. $12.62. So you can let me know what you like, Jen or Jennifer. I pulled out pom-poms that I thought kind of matched your journal, but of course if you want a different color, oh yes. Okay, middle pom-pom, the leaf, and the black J. You're funny, Kaylee. Yeah, embarrassing. In like junior high, I had braces. I even had headgear. And so I was like embarrassingly known for drooling. But I mean, in my defense, I could barely keep my mouth closed. But now I have no excuse. Like I'm a full-blown adult. I have got no headgear, no braces, nothing in sight. Just can't fully kick the drooling. There's one calico cat left. Yes, the wax, and like they start adding rubber bands into the mix and you're already in like the most awkward stage of your life. Like I had the frizziest hair and like little Harry Potter glasses at the time. Like it was not a flattering age. I had the kind, Carmen, that, so I had braces and then the headgear like clicked into the back two brackets of my top jaw. And then, so it was like a metal piece that clicked into the back two brackets and went around the front half of my face. And then there was like a strap that just goes around the back half of your face. And then every like few weeks or a month or whatever, you tighten that strap to try to correct like an overbite. That's the kind I had. Oh yeah, the make, you know, thankfully I didn't even attempt makeup because I'm sure that would have only made matters worse for me. All right, and then for your name page, Jennifer, you were thinking your name with leaves and foresty, rustic vibes, and you don't want your name stacked. Do you have anything else to add to that, to edit about that? Mama Alice, I'm not sure about the cats. Would you want me to get the same ones again? Okay, I don't care if I don't stack it. I just would have to write it a lot smaller if it's not stacked. Like, if it's going horizontally across the page, I would probably have to use a smaller marker size if I'm not gonna stack it, because Jennifer is fairly long to squeeze all in one line. Oh, okay, thank you. A black cat. Was there at one time a black cat? Because there is one calico cat left. I'm not sure if there was a black cat in that set. I could consider getting more cat charms. Thanks so much, Candy. Okay, let me take a sip of tea here. All right, rustic and foresty vibes. Rustic. Jennifer. Just trying to decide what I want to do here. There used to be black and white. Okay. Or an all gold cat. Actually, I think I did order some gold cats and dogs. Or just dogs, maybe? Maybe I didn't order the cats. I think... can't remember. You plan on nabbing the calico. Nice. Oh, that one was cool. The cowboy one. I was picturing, okay, does anyone remember when I did a name page for Brittany way back? It was a long time ago. But I just did like her name in green and then did just like the big leaves, and then where they overlap with the name, it was white kind of thing. I like that. Forest and rustic. Okay, let me think here for like 30 more seconds. And yeah, if you guys have more ideas, or Jen, if you have more ideas, feel free to let me know. Okay, my tea is getting to the condensation-y point where it's like dripping on my desk. Just wipe that up. I liked the cowboy one. I feel like that's maybe a little bit too specific for just like a prompt of woodsy and rustic, you know? But I did really like it. The ivy hanging down, that's true. I did that. Tree bark and moss. Oh, no problem. Getting caught up in all the autumn colors. Okay, well, we should do some autumn colors then. You were at a cabin when you were. Nice. Ah, it all makes sense now. We're at the cabin. Let's do some fall colored stack calligraphy. Yeah, let's do these. Jennifer. I'm just gonna start with the lettering. You can feel free to keep dropping doodle ideas. Woodsy and rustic, a cabin. I'm gonna do maybe a little like chalet style cabin up here. Have a window in it. The one for the shading in my lettering is number N89 by Tombow. This is order 1262. The wood grain kind of going across here. So you can tell it's a log cabin. N89, yep, for the shading. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm glad, Nosy Rosie. All right, what were some of the other? Oh yeah, your finished name page, 1252, yes. Pine trees, pine cones. Let me see here. I'm trying to decide if I want to stick with just trees or if I want to add like some little pine cones over here. Oh yay, Liz. I'll add some little pine acorns. Add a couple of those. And then some pine cones. All right, and then let me think here. It needs some sparkles and then some white gel pen. Then I think we'll be good. Advice for improving lettering skills. Yes, I have lots. Where do I start? I feel like one of the things I like to say is to treat it more like drawing and less like cursive writing. Like if you think of it like cursive writing, you're not going to get the bounce and stuff that you're looking for, because you don't need to connect all your strokes in one swift go like you do in cursive writing. You really, like, I pick up my marker all the time and focus more on getting like the shapes that I want and not just like making it through all the words. Oh, mushrooms. Yeah, we could do some mushrooms, hey? Where would I put a mushroom? I don't know. Maybe I won't add a mushroom. Oh, Tombow's for good prices. I feel like Journal Say has pretty decent prices. Yes, Nicole, I will pull out your name page in a sec here. My kids are awake. I don't know if you guys can hear them. I think my husband's gonna try to take them to the grocery store for me. I just heard a little screech, which was probably them trying to get into the car. Okay, let me add a little. Okay, what do we think, Jennifer? Do we need to add any elements to it? Let me grab 1252 here so that you can see how yours turned out, Nicole. There we go, your sunflowers and blue bonnets in a jar. Oh, you found some on Marketplace. I would never think to look there. That's a great idea. All right, and then this one is 1262, no cover design. Thank you. Glad you like it. Alrighty, well, I think we're good to go on Jennifer's name page, unless you have any notes to make here, Jen. And this one had no gold foil. This was 1262. Let me just make a note. Tuck that into here. Thank you very much for your order, Jen. Alrighty. Let me pop you guys down here. I normally stay on later than this in the afternoons, but I do have volleyball, and usually it starts at like 8, which is when my kids are in bed, but today it starts at 6:30 and it's further away, so I need to make supper, and I was hoping to post on Instagram and get to a few other things before I go do that. But thank you guys so much for coming. Aw, thank you, Liz. Thank you for joining me today. We got through 12 orders today, which means tomorrow we are going to start with order 1263 for Valerie. She's got a petal pink journal that we will start packing up tomorrow. But yeah, my Instagram is Rylee Autumn _. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Like I said, I will be live again tomorrow. I'm not sure. Usually I alternate afternoons and evenings. So today I did afternoon, tomorrow I did evening. However, my family is thinking about coming over for supper in the evening tomorrow. So if that happens, I will switch to afternoon, but plans always just get made kind of last minute between us. So we'll see. I'll try to keep you posted on Instagram. It will be either afternoon or evening tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Please use the code livestream if you decide to place an order. And if you like to know in advance which orders are going to be packed and when the live is going to be that day, afternoon or evening, Instagram is the place to follow me. And you can also check out my YouTube if you like to see the replay of these lives. I usually post them the next day. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I will hopefully see you all back here tomorrow.